This is Cameroon, a West African nation home to 22 million people and over 1,700 different linguistic groups. A melting pot of different cultures, ethnicities and religious beliefs. A country that saw its independence from France less than 60 years ago has now become a bustling metropolis of people trying to find their feet in 21st century Africa. As with most new independent African countries, there are many challenges to overcome. The burden of these challenges rests on the shoulders of the people of Cameroon, and for many, life isn't easy. But with much struggle and hardship comes heart, strength, growth, opportunity, and hope. At the very heart of this cultural crescendo lies a game that is played, watched, and loved by millions upon millions the world over. Football. In Cameroon, football is more than a game. It's a lifestyle, a culture, a religion, and above all else, an opportunity.
In Cameroon, football is like a religion. It's like every Sunday people are going to church, it's the same thing. Soccer here brings everybody together. It's more than just a game. It's everything, it's a life, it's a job, it's an opportunity to make a living.
It begins at an early age where kids take to the streets and red clay pitches to pass time kicking a ball around barefoot with friends. Some shine above the rest. This is a competition where only the strong survive. Here football provides hope for the hopeless, food on the table, a chance for a better tomorrow.
Shutterstock Music.
Cameroon rose to fame on football's world stage by being the first ever African team to make it to the quarter-final of the World Cup in 1990, and have qualified for the World Cup finals 7 more times more than any other African nation. Despite previous successes, the national team hasn't won a major tournament since 2002, when they last brought home the African Nations Cup. In April 2016, Philip Alexander, the chief executive of English Premier League club Crystal Palace, made a landmark deal with the Cameroon Football Federation whilst on a visit to the country. It all starts today as 2 of Crystal Palace's most trusted coaches, Mark Bright and Gary Mokai, arrive in the capital Yaoundé to meet with the national team coaches and players from the under-23 and under-17 teams. As well as exchanging tips and ideas between the coaches, Mark and Gary are hoping, with the assistance of the Federation, to put together a final 11, a super team built from the best young unsigned players Cameroon has to offer, to face an all-star Cameroon national team in a grand finale in front of some of football's most prolific scouts from across the world. Players pour in from all 4 corners of the country in hope of impressing the Crystal Palace coaches and getting a chance to play in their final 11, and just maybe catch the attention of one of the scouts for a life-changing opportunity. This is 11. But what's the purpose of the next 2 days?
Well, I believe it's to whittle down this group, potentially 80 lads today, down to 40, and then to get to a final 11 and obviously look at certain positions within that 11, back 4, etc. So that's the plan, and take the best players that we see from all of these different teams that have entered today.
Oh, you know, we're out here and we're looking at talent. We're helping with this programme, try and select 11 players who have an opportunity to be in football and make a career out of it.
The significance of today is mainly to introduce Cameroon football to a lot of people, from the guys from MLS and also the people at Crystal Palace.
Identifying the right players, because we believe that in Africa most of the players
that are really talented don't get seen. Training them, providing a platform for them to train professionally. That's why we have engaged the service of Crystal Palace, and also marketing them the right way. Challenge for us is to make sure that we provide to the world the best possible African athlete available.
Today we try to bring the maximum of the best young players in the country. So we have the international players that plays U20, the U23, and the team of the U17.
We're not here to take over the show. We're coming here just to assist. You know, it's not our gig. We're just coming out here to cast our eyes over and help their coaches and help the players as well. And if there's some advice we can give the players after we've seen them, I think that'd help them. So it makes it sort of more rewarding for us, I think, to come out here and play a part.
You know, it's a long-term plan to be around this sort of area, and then if we get a player of decent ability, that'll be a bonus. But it's here just to look at African football and to support it.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace is a big team, is a Premier League team, and it's like they are bringing the experience through us, and everybody here is excited because it can be a chance for them to go to a Premier League club, to go to a professional team.
We're looking for players, technical ability and athleticism and tactical awareness.
You know, the boys know that everybody's here, everything's being filmed. I think they'll be full tilt. I imagine just, 30 minutes each way. They'll go for it.
I think there are maybe 3 players that are ready to play in the Premier League, and then a lot of promising players.
Watch some of the guys warming up, and technically just the same as watching kids in England. Flicks and kicks, little tricks, back heels, decent passing, good control, good awareness. So, that's just in the warm-up. So obviously the game's about to start, so we'll get a better idea as soon as they kick off. Basically, we watched like 45, 50 minutes of football and we haven't seen a shot.
After the first match, the coaches aren't impressed with what they have seen so far. Too much defensive and cautious play has prevented any real chances for goals. African football is notorious for its aggressive and attacking style, the very reason the coaches are here.
Decent shape. I think both teams play decent shapes. The players know their positions. I think everyone's very defensive-minded, which, African football's renowned really for flair and attacking football.
These players do seem nervous though. Opportunities in Cameroon like this are incredibly rare, and it's beginning to look like the nerves are kicking in, preventing them from playing their natural game.
It just seems like people not taking any chances and trying to create goals. Goals, we've got to win games.
No. It's just a snapshot. We're just seeing a snapshot of things, really, which is then hard to assess because you want consistency, don't you, after that?
Pass it.
At the end of the first session, Mark, Gary and the scouts are feeling a bit disappointed, but are hoping things are going to improve.
The players who haven't made it, we go back to the team, and we will call them. We will have a chat with them. Football, it's a game. Only the best survive.
What do we think about number 8?
Number 8 is a player that we have been following for the past year, and he's a good kid. I went to a tournament in Congo to see him play. He's doing good with the U17.
Is he going to make it?
He's a good player. We have a lot of good players today, but the second session is still going on. After this, we will have a meeting and then decide and take a final decision.
What would life be like here for you guys without football?
Pour moi, si il arrivait que le football je ne peux pas faire une carrière footballistique meilleure, je vais m'en vouloir parce que dès mon jeune âge, je ne suis pas handicapé. Je dois consacrer tout mon temps à jouer ce football comme je l'ai choisi de jouer. Donc c'est pour ça qu'il faut que je m'applique. Ça sera trop un regret. Même si j'ai la technique dans la tête, ça ne sera pas une consolation pour moi. Je vais toujours m'en vouloir.
He will keep trying, and if he cannot make it, he will just go back to his construction work because it's like bicycle. Once you get it, you know how. You know how.
This is the dream.
This is the dream.
So far, it's pretty good. I'm looking forward to seeing the national team games. I think it's good to see the hunger in these players and the desire to make it out of Cameroon somewhere, anywhere. So for me, it's very valuable to be here and watch them in their environment. You know, the way they live, the way they play.
And how do you feel about being selected to stay for tomorrow?
Ça me fait vraiment plaisir. Donc, je vais vraiment tout faire pour être retenu jusqu'au bout. Je vais tout faire pour être au top de ma performance pour être retenu.
It's a family of 5 kids, and the parents are military in the army, and all the brothers too. So the parents wanted him first to go through all that also, but he decided to play soccer and finally to support of the family, and they call him today to find out how it went.
Alors oui, c'est Fabrice. Oui, on vient de me dire que j'ai été retenu pour la prochaine sélection demain.
Have you played just this match now?
I played this game. I played midfield.
What team are you on? White
The white team.
White team. And you're playing again tomorrow? That's good news then. Yeah? Nice one, man. Good to meet you, bro, yeah? We'll chat again tomorrow.
Bonjour monsieur. Oui, nous sommes avec le petit. Et il y avait 80 joueurs aujourd'hui et on a fait une sélection, on élimine certains. J'ai suivi déjà le petit depuis l'Unifac parce que je suis allé au Congo pour regarder, pour voir le tournoi. Et demain, on va garder 22 joueurs, les 22 qu'on juge les meilleurs. Et puis le petit a été retenu, donc on vous appelait pour vous faire part de la nouvelle. Ton papa a l'air content. The father is happy.
C'est lui qui fait tout pour moi.
I think the father seems happier than him.
He doesn't seem very happy. You get a smile out of him before he goes.
Leo, obviously you've seen these players more than we have. We've had a good day to have a look at them. Do you feel you've selected the right team?
My name is Leo Cullen. I work at James Grant Sports in partnership with Rainbow FC in Cameroon. Obviously, we've got a larger sort of portfolio on the background of these guys, and so the players that have done well today, we were able to supplement in some of the guys that we know typically have more potential or are stronger in other areas. But to come in today, play with new players, you know, it's always a mixed bag and it's tough. And so we're going to be able to show you guys some of the guys that we know have quality, and maybe tomorrow they bring that. Our focus is identifying some of the best young talents in West Africa.
So we picked a couple of good wide players who could go outside, put a good crossing with the left, and then all of a sudden, next time they're going inside and hitting a shot with the right. So there was a couple of good guys there, 24, 27. They made a bit of an impact straight away this morning.
I think tomorrow it will be even better because we will cut more and we will stay with the best 11.
My process of identification in these types of events for that age group is really to try to identify what the player could be.
The standards seem to be higher in the afternoon.
Yep.
The play was better, I think. Do you think everyone was less tense? bit more relaxed?
It's hard to come out in the morning when it's first and it's new and you're sort of putting them in different spots and they're new guys. And then they know there's the pressure of people watching them because everyone's aware of the people that are in the stadium today. So guys calm down a little bit in the afternoon and then tomorrow will be even better because I think the guys will have a day under their belts, so get a proper rest, a proper meal, and like I said, a chance to impress against the national selection. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow, and we've got a good group. It'll be a proper match.
So we'll reveal the team tomorrow, breakfast, and see where we go from there with the game.
All right, let's get some rest.
Let's do it.
After a long flight and a long day of football, the coaches, scouts and members of the federation go out for dinner for a bit of downtime to discuss the final 11. Mark, Gary and Alex are going to make a final decision in the morning. The coaches have seen so many good players, the decision hasn't been easy. The standard in Cameroon is very high, and after some last-minute changes on the way to the ground, Mark and Gary are ready to reveal the Crystal Palace Cameroon 11.
Final 11, some of them, because they are under 18, they will go to an academy abroad because we have few partnerships with academies in the US, and the others will get a professional contract.
The players arrive early to the ground, nervously awaiting the decision of the coaches. It's been an intense couple of days. Some come from very poor backgrounds and in many cases are the main breadwinners in the family and have literally given up everything to be here today. Many have travelled hundreds of miles, and for some, it feels like all the blood, sweat and tears they've put in has come down to this one defining moment.
Aujourd'hui, on va faire une dernière session. Je vais appeler chacun par son nom ou par son prénom. Et dès que je vous appelle, vous levez. D'accord? Alors, Poiti, Essele, Andoulou, Die, Kinge, Eta, Brian, Shenkam, Sakava, Fokem. Je vais appeler 11 joueurs et vous allez passer de leur côté. Poitiers. Nga Fabrice. Ele. Eboussi. Foie Banana. Geya. Mabingo. Kemi. Fokem. Brian. Et le dernier, Shenkam.
Par rapport à l'événement, ça s'est très bien passé. C'est nos performances individuelles qui n'ont pas été par rapport aux recruteurs. 2 fois, voire même 3 fois plus, et plus me concentrer.
De moi-même, oui, je ressens une déception parce que je me rends compte que je n'ai pas pu travailler pour pouvoir convaincre les recruteurs.
And you know, not all of them are going to school because maybe there is no money, they are poor. So the ones that go to school, we give them the opportunity to have a scholarship. So it's not just about football, it's about changing life, giving an education.
I know that's why I'm studying and I'm playing football. So I know if football is out, I know my study will be good. So that's why.
When we identify young players, we have to make sure, first of all, that they have they're keen on school and they have the educational qualifications as well, because we have a model of football and education. We get them to scholarships with programs that we're affiliated to, where they could study full-time as students in the private boarding school and also get to play football. And they only play football if they pass their exams. I think that's important.
Congratulations. We've watched and observed for 2 days, and you're the team we want to play for us. You know, we've seen a lot of good stuff the last couple of days. We want to see that come out in the game.
Donc aujourd'hui, on va jouer contre la sélection, un mix de U23 et de U17. D'accord? Donc déjà, il y a un challenge. Il faudrait dire que voilà, on a gagné l'équipe nationale, ou l'équipe nationale va dire nous, on a gagné Crystal Palace. Vous êtes Crystal Palace au Cameroun. Confidence, ok? Et il faut s'encourager. Ça veut dire si Pemi, il fait une erreur, c'est pas la peine de lui crier dessus, il faut l'encourager. Les défenseurs centraux, il faut appeler les joueurs, revenez défendre. Le gardien, ça commence par le gardien, ok? On va commencer l'échauffement alors. We're going to kick off 5-10 minutes. Yeah, a quick one.
What we're playing, 4-4-1-1, 4-4-2-3-1, what we're playing. So what are the boys familiar with? What do they usually do?
They play 4-4-2 or 4-3-3.
4-4-2, 4-4.
Shutterstock Music.
On boit, on revient.
Shutterstock Music.
Started well.
Cross. Oh, well done. Oh my goodness. We haven't created enough chances. We haven't created enough opportunities. The passing here is okay. The passing in the middle is okay. When we get into the final third, the passing has to be better, more accurate, to put each other in, to shoot.
C'est trop stéréotypé. Essayez de varier un peu. Il faut toujours faire une course à l'opposé de la direction dans laquelle on veut recevoir le ballon. Ça veut dire si je sais que je veux le ballon là, l'espace est là, j'emmène mon défenseur déjà vers l'intérieur et après je pars. Pas j'attends et je cours, non.
Yeah, you can do this. You can win this. You can do this. Oh, you've got to be kidding!
Trey Bomb, well done. Didn't win the game, but played a lot better second half. Created good chances. We just need to have that bit of quality, that bit of Samuel Eto'o in the box to score the goal. So there was good wide play, created nice little combination play in the midfield, got us in wide areas, good crosses. So we've just got to try and make sure that you can have a bit of what we call composure, relax, and hit the target. The target is the whole of the goal. It doesn't have to be that top corner. We enjoyed it. We enjoyed the game watching, so well done. Good luck with everything you do around football in Cameroon or abroad in Europe and the USA. And wear the Palace strip with pride. Wear the Crystal Palace kit with pride in the streets.
For some, the journey is now over. But for 16-year-old Pemi Faris from Cameroon's capital Yaoundé, things are not going to be so simple. Pemi's performance in the tournament after making it into the final 11 has really impressed the guys at Rainbow Sports, who've decided to offer him a scholarship to an academy in Orlando, Florida.
Finding one player like that has such exciting potential and is aware of the opportunity for us to help sort of start that journey for him makes this whole event worth it for us.
When we organize something like this, it's to give the biggest opportunity that we can give to a kid to basically change their lives. So we reached our own goal because we are changing a life. It means everything.
Locally in Africa, identifying talent is not about what you see, it's about what he could become. And I think that's what we saw in young Pemi. Even though he's raw, he has all the tools to become a top player. He has a good body, he's quick, he has fantastic technique. Now, it's about putting him in the right environment to develop, and he could achieve his full potential.
That's why I decided to come back to Africa and help my African brothers. It means a lot to me. I want to guide them. I'm like a mentor. I want to guide them and help them to reach their goals. It's a dangerous neighborhood. It's very dangerous. It's not safe for him anymore because everybody is aware now that he has been selected to leave the country and he will be professional. That's what they think. They think it's that easy here. So when you leave the country, you make money, and so a lot of jealousy. Well, we have to work on the visas and everything. Until then, I will take him to my house. It's a massive thing, mate. Bonjour.
Bonjour la famille.
Bonjour monsieur.
Comment allez-vous?
Ça va.
Vous avez une idée à peu près pourquoi nous sommes là aujourd'hui? Pemi a été retenu dans la dernière liste des 11, les meilleurs 11, la liste de Crystal Palace. C'est toujours possible, les opportunités viennent à n'importe quel moment.
Oui.
Comment vous prenez la nouvelle?
Déjà, je commencerai par vous dire merci. Merci parce que c'est pas tous les jours que ça arrive. Vous savez, le football est un monde compliqué. Nous n'avons pas souvent eu l'opportunité de s'exprimer. C'est le talent qui paye, c'est le travail qui paye. Soyez prêts. Ne soyez pas comme un voyageur qui prétend voyager mais qui ne prépare pas son sac parce qu'on ne sait pas de quel côté vient l'opportunité. Je suis très très content. Ce n'est qu'un début. C'est pas toujours... toutes les conditions ne sont pas réunies. C'est les enfants qui jouent devant la cour d'un lycée, sur le ciment. C'est des enfants qui n'ont presque rien, mais qui ont du talent. Vous avez son frère aîné, qui est très très talentueux, mais il n'a pas eu la chance d'être avec nous. Et l'enfant ne s'est pas véritablement exprimé parce qu'il n'avait pas une bonne chaussure. Si vous voyez les chaussures avec lesquelles les enfants s'entraînent, vous allez comprendre beaucoup de choses. Je suis très très fier. Je suis très très fier. Si je coule les larmes, c'est l'émotion.
Vous croyez que le fou là va vous amener? Oui, maman, laisse, vous allez voir. Attends, un jour viendra. Voilà le jour là qui est arrivé.
Je suis vraiment content. J'ai été choisi par les dirigeants de Crystal Palace. Et je ne sais pas quoi dire, les mots me manquent. Je suis vraiment ému. J'ai commencé à jouer dès le bas âge. À partir de 4 ans, 5 ans, je jouais ici, on jouait avec les petits ballons. On n'avait pas la possibilité d'avoir les bonnes chaussures pour jouer, mais on s'amusait ici. Ça, c'est notre tour, on s'amusait là.
It's never easy. It's never easy. It's good news, but it's never easy because I'm also sensitive and I'm very close to these kids. I understand their struggle, so it's never easy, but it brings me a kind of satisfaction. It brings hope. Hope is everything. Some families, they wake up with no hope. They don't know when an opportunity will come, and they are leaving. He has 13 kids, financially is not doing good, so it's difficult to take care of the whole family.
J'ai toujours cru, j'ai toujours rêvé de devenir footballeur. J'ai toujours cru en moi que demain je deviendrai un footballeur professionnel. Et aujourd'hui, mon rêve s'est réalisé et je suis vraiment content.
They know that when a kid has the opportunity to make it to the pro, he will be the father of the family. He will take care of the family. So it means everything. It means everything. That's the thing that pushes me to do it, because whenever you come to a house like this, that's a part of the job that brings the most satisfaction, yes.